To bring into the conversation someone who's played a crucial role in all this, constitutional law professor Laurence Tribe. He co-wrote with Joshua Matz a book on impeachment titled To End a Presidency, The Power of Impeachment. Matz was recently hired by the House Judiciary Committee. Professor Tribe was invited by the committee this past weekend to advise members as they were considering how to draft the articles of impeachment that are being marked up this evening as opening statements continue there in the committee room. Professor, talk to me about the sort of your understanding of the kind of precedent, constitutional import of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress as high crimes and misdemeanors.
Well, those are the classic high crimes and misdemeanors. Abuse of power is what the impeachment clause was all about. The idea of using the power of the presidency not to protect the nation, but to benefit oneself and especially one's reelection. In fact, in the debates around the framing of the Constitution, the big question about the impeachment power was, do we really need it, or is it enough? Because the president will have to stand for re-election if it's going to be ahead of him. And the answer to that was, but what if he corrupts the election process? What if he uses his power to reframe the election so that he rigs the system? We can't afford to wait. That was the whole reason not to wait for the quadrennial election to take place. So that when we hear some Republicans saying that abuse of power is not a crime, they're missing the point. It is the highest crime against the Constitution. And in this case, the impeachment articles are carefully written to show the aggravating circumstances. This isn't just using the president's power to benefit himself, but it's doing that in a way that endangers our national security and that corrupts the electoral process by inviting foreign involvement. So as a historic matter, this is the clearest case we've ever seen of the use of the impeachment power, especially when you add the second article, which basically says that if the president will not in any way cooperate with the process the way all prior presidents have, if he stonewalls, if he directs his whole administration to answer no subpoenas, to submit no evidence, and at the same time says you can't indict me and you can't investigate me, and for all practical purposes, you can't impeach me because I'm not going to turn over any evidence, then we really do have a president who's a dictator. And if this isn't impeachable, as many have said, then nothing is. That's the theory of this case.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.